Hi, Scorpio Sun and Rising. Welcome to your March 2022 Astro Update. It's Rena here. So, the energy is concentrated in the signs of Aquarius and Pisces. And for you, we're talking about the fourth and fifth houses, which is kind of cool because each of these houses has its own charms. The fourth house with Aquarius can be dealing with home matters, matters with your family of origin, your mother. Now, of course, if there's something that's more on the contentious side, then it won't be that fun, but it might have some good sides to it as well. Because, well, let me start with I like to do things chronologically, and on the 2nd of the month, we have a new moon at 12 degrees of Pisces. So this is in this area of love and creativity for you, the fifth house. But more than that, it's also a trine to you, being a Scorpio. This is a friendly angle. It's cooperative. It makes things easier to manifest. So a new moon here, and this is ushering in a period of time, which is really great for launching things. If you have your own business or have been working on something, or even if you, it might be half-baked at this point. But if you can just get something together and start to sell it and worry about all the logistics later, this is such a great portal, such a great time period, because all the personal plants are direct and not in their shadow periods either. And how this can manifest in the fifth house is that you can start your own business, and you don't have to have a lot of capital. You don't have to have a lot of inventory if you're selling a physical product. It's just a matter of putting yourself out there. I think that's the most difficult thing for people, is to put themselves out there and risk not getting any sales, risk, having their stuff sit there. It can feel extremely uncomfortable, threatening, saddening, infuriating, I don't know. But it's something that is temporary, and you have to ride that wave. You have to believe in yourself. I think that's the most important thing. And I think that's what keeps people from not doing some of these things that they might be damn good at. So believe in yourself, put yourself out there, and you never know what could happen. This is great for new love to come into your life. Actually, the divine lovers, Venus and Mars, form a conjunction the very next day, 27 degrees of Capricorn. And this is the third house for you. And this could be something that is, I mean, I know this sounds crazy, but third house can be social media, the internet. You could meet somebody on social media and then have a one-night stand. But that sounds crazy. That sounds dangerous. But, I mean, or a dating service. Tinder? No. But the other thing, too, is that this can be something that has a connection with your siblings or extended family members like aunts and uncles and cousins. Mars tends to be the feistier one of the two. Luckily, they are in conjunction, because that means that they can help one another, especially Mars, to be a little bit less aggressive. Venus has more charm. Or even if you are asserting yourself, you do so in a way that is charming. And yeah, there might be some matters that you need to deal with that have a connection to your mother or family of origin, home matters with the fourth house. And perhaps you need to get in contact with siblings, and you're in much more contact lately with this conjunction here, because both of these planets have been in that house. They just haven't formed the conjunction at that time. 3 days later, Mars and Venus entered the fourth house of home and family, where you just had that. You didn't have just have the new moon. The new moon is in the fifth house, but you've had a new moon recently there, and Mercury has been there since February. So, to me, Mercury can be negotiations about something, or back and forth. And with Mars and Venus here, it's putting much more emphasis on the domestic side of life for some reason. I could speculate, but I would be speculating all day, because there are many different things. It could have something to do with your mother. Maybe this is heating up some kind of an issue. It doesn't have to be that you're fighting. Mars alone in the fourth house might be something like that. This could be just, spending more time with her, and, more active time, and having a good time with Venus. This could be also for your actual home, if you own a home, a time when you are just doing like big time remodeling and redecorating. Mars can be the construction work, and Venus can be the painting and the, just decorations and ordering new furniture. So that could be a project that you're embarking upon. On the 9th, Mercury goes into that fifth house. So it's maybe talking to someone. You know how they say, I'm talking to someone. Sometimes that's a euphemism. I think sometimes that's a euphemism for going to bed with somebody. Believe it or not. I probably sound like I'm 100 years old talking like that. But I'm just saying, I like to take things at face value. When somebody says something, I want them to mean what they say. So, but you might be literally talking to somebody. Venus and Mars are here, so maybe that is a euphemism for something else. But definitely the fifth house is very featured. And it's so nice that you happen to have a fellow element of water, Scorpio, that you can, take advantage of these great influences that make things so much easier to manifest. But that all depends on if you would like to do it. If you're not looking for love, even if you're single, you might be, that's the last thing on my mind. Then hopefully you are somebody who is artistic, who can enjoy this as some kind of great time to create, because Mars can be very, full of that sense of urgency, I guess you would call it. So you get Mercury going into that fifth house on the 9th, and, all the things that could entail. And if you have business, if you're starting a business, then that can be all the paperwork details that you have to, maybe even marketing for that business, talking to someone, doing some kind of literary or theatrical work. On the 18th, there's a full moon at 27 degrees of Virgo, and that is in the, for you, that is the 11th house, and that is the house of hopes and wishes. So full moon at a late degree of Virgo, maybe you're going to have one of your dreams come to fruition. It'll be harvest time for that dream. And also even for financial gain from career, because this is a house of gains. So 10th house is right next to it, and this is the second house from the 10th. I think that's where the logic is. I don't know. And that's related to the money that you get from this career, and that being some kind of new development with that. Well, when I say new development, it's a full moon, not a new moon, but I mean it actually happening. Also, this is the house of friendship. So maybe you will hear some news about a friend, or even let go of a relationship with somebody that you were involved with on that platonic level. On the 20th, the sun goes into Aries, and for you, this is the sixth house of health and work, so it's a practical area. This is Virgo's domain, and it's very into your health matters, your employment issues, your service to others. We would call work matters. This is the astrological new year, so this is one of the times in the year that we can look at as a new beginning for a whole new cycle. And so if you want to set intentions about this particular area, yes, there will also be a new moon here on April 1st, but this is 0 degrees of Aries, so this is its own thing. And in this area of work, I mean, this can usher in new types of service that you're offering for other people, and also for your own health matters. Maybe you will take it upon yourself to do something along those lines. And it's interesting because the fact that the full moon was in Virgo, that's the ruler of this sixth house. So it does have a connotation to health in and of itself. I'm sure I will be doing a full moon video on that one. And then on the 27th, we have Mercury also going into this practical house, sixth house. So you could be talking to to a potential employer. You could be reading up on health matters. You could be trying to negotiate something in the, if you're currently employed with your employer, and that could be happening. And so all of these things happening. It also can be like looking at your daily routine and seeing like how you can tweak it to be more productive. So what time do you get up? Could you get up earlier? Would that make you more productive before other people are getting up? Could you be going to bed earlier? Because sometimes people go, oh my God, I could never get up at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. But they go to bed at 11, so of course that probably wouldn't happen. But maybe they could go to bed earlier if they tried. So tweaking these things, your routines, and seeing if they work for you or against you, trying to get them more in alignment with other things that may be changing in your work area. Okay, that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a personal reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.